We are go in 5, 4, 3, 2.
What is going on, guys? Shadowhorn here, and with TFT set 3.5 patch 10.12 dropping today, June 10th, there's tons of crazy opportunities. How do you get around Paragon? How do you get around true damage Star Guardians? Like, as if they weren't bad enough, right? You had Ari throw out her ult, do some damage, poke you a bit with that Sorcerers damage and buff. But now with true damage, how do you get around that? And in this game, we're going to be going over that. This was actually my first game on the new patch that I played today. And we are going to be looking into how I actually beat second place guy who was running 6-star Guardian with Paragon, how to overcome that, kind of how to get into this early game and how to succeed with that. So right off the bat, you see, I mean, we're already 9-round win streak, Battlecast, Brawlers. We're actually not going to use the Caitlyn this game, ironically enough. I always like to build her, and set 3 snipers was OP, and especially in the new patch, 10.12 Galaxies set 2, we have 4 snipers. So that is a possibility. That's OP, and I definitely want to try that. But we're going to take away from her for a bit. See, we've got a Jin right there, but Battlecast. So why is this so important in the early game, right? How do we have perfect win streak already? 3-6, we're about to head in. Get some minions, get some buffs, drop the Bard on there. But so Battlecast, right? Battlecast, upon dealing or taking 10 instances of damage. So taking, dealing, whatever. You heal for 70, scaling up to 600. So 70, 160, 325, 600. If below half health. Or deal 70, 160, 325, 600 magic damage to the nearest enemy if above half. Now, this is super critical because in the early game, the health is super important. As you can see, we've got Alawi doing chunks of damage. Alawi was actually probably my hard carry throughout the game. Later on, we will drop Dragon's Tooth on her, I believe. Dragon's Tooth. And it just keeps her sustained so much longer. So right now, so we dropped the Bard and we've got 3 Astros now. For Battlecast, we've got Alawi. She's pretty OP. Same, like, she just slams her all on the ground. Line damage. Pretty solid. We did throw the Victor in. We rotated, I don't remember if it was Blitz or Wukong out. I believe it was Wukong. We rotated him out for the Vanguard buff to throw Victor in for the 4 Battlecast, just to really beef that up. Get 160 heal. You know, it's still early game, still 3-7. But even if you're running 2 Battlecasts, you know, Kog'Maw right here in the bottom right, we've got a tier on him just to spit out the results a bit more. But, you know, getting an early Battlecast, whether that be Alawi Kog'Maw, you could run Alawi Kog'Maw with a Blitz for the Brawler buff. Super OP, great sustain, throw Bramble Vest on her, keeps her alive a bit. And with the heal, I mean, it's great. Now, the main thing I want to point out to you, which is the most crucial thing if you're trying to go for a late game, you know, level 9, have all your units on the board type comp, is definitely building up this Bard. Bard is super crucial because every time he ults, he drops his Wisps, which you can sell in the shop for, yeah, see, like right here, this Wisp, you can sell this for 1 XP. So now that's 2 XP. And are we going to get a third, maybe? No, he's already dead. But so 2 XP, we are going to sell that right about now. But yeah, see Alawi just dropping down, doing massive damage. And she and Kog'Maw, with the help, they're still alive. They're still on the playing field. But see, so you can sell that. And so Bard, if you can pick him up really early on, super crucial, because you can just generate that XP and get that grinding from early on to keep your lead. Now, the other great thing about the Astro trait. So Teemo, obviously Teemo's OP, no matter if it's League, if it's TFT, he's always OP. It's Teemo, come on. But with Teemo, so we did have 2 Quick Gloves. We eventually slammed that on Teemo because we know we were waiting for BF Swords, but didn't come around, and we weren't kind of running Blade Masters, and so we kind of slammed that on him. He's actually going to get to tier 3 later on, and he's going to be doing massive amounts of damage, so that's really crucial. But see here, Taliesin, this is actually going to be second place later on in the game. He's currently second, and he's going to be running Star Guardian Paragon. Now, as you can see, we dropped URGOT in. URGOT now gives us Mystic buff, and his ult is super OP. When he ults, he'll chain you in, and he will do, I believe it's 2,000 or 3,000 true damage until you die. I believe it's 2,000. And he is super crucial. See, like 8 XP right there. That would be 8 gold normally, right? That's a pretty good trade, just for having Bard on the field. Alright. So yeah, we've got URGOT with Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia is the Mystic, so we dropped her in. She was actually doing some good damage too, surprisingly. If I recall her ult correctly, she'll spit out venom, and over 12 seconds it does X amount of damage, which is really good because how we're building out this comp is we want a tanky frontline. You know, Bard will get his XPs off, Teemo will get his chunks off, and then we give URGOT enough time to charge up his ult and just to reel someone in. So let's take a look right here. Who's URGOT going to pull? Yeah, so there, Poppy, frontline, gone. No big deal, right? So, and then you can basically shred the backline. So, this healing, like, honestly, Battlecast is really great for early game. And honestly, even for late game, because it can really keep you alive. So, the other thing I want to point out is Astro Champs, they do, every time they ult, they reduce the mana cost by 30. Not every time, but like when they ult, they reduce it. So we're actually going to pick up this Dragon's Tooth right here on the Blitz. Because, you know, we do know 2 people are running Star Guardians, and with this current meta, Star Guardians are going to be very popular. Not only because of Sorcerers, not only because of Star Guardians, but also because people might be looking for a late game Paragon to get that true damage. And so picking up Dragon's Tooth, super helpful. I believe it's 50% match damage reduction. We'll slam that on a Lowy right here. You know, there's tier 2 Teemo. But yeah, I was a little iffy on who I wanted to give it to. We're going to get rid of someone we really want to get the Vanguard in, the Nautilus, because not OP OP. But yeah, we want to get that, and we just really want to have that tanky frontline. I believe we're going to sell Bard, throw Wukong in for Vanguard. Is it correct? Yes. There we go. Gotta have that extra armor. So with that, we're gonna slam this on Alawi. We're gonna wait this round. But the reason, as I mentioned, we just really want to make sure our front line can stay alive and just stay alive. Wukong, we threw him in for Vanguard. Originally, he could have given us Chrono. That was the plan with the Blitz. But as with the Caitlyn, we kind of got rid of that whole idea to align ourselves more with Astro Mystics. That's what we want to capitalize on. Obviously with Battlecast, but, you know. So we've got Nara picked up. Victor was interesting. He was alright. I don't know if you guys caught that earlier, but I did sub URGOT out for Victor because URGOT is also Battlecast. So he makes it so we can keep up that 4-tier buff. Super important. I don't exactly remember what I did with the 2 BF swords. I believe I eventually put one on Kog'Maw, just because we're not really getting any good items. So we'll give him Static Shiv, and then we will put... Oh yeah, this was a good meme round. Just hop right in. 15 round win streak, no big deal. And I mean, this was a really solid game. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't play PvE at all. So this was literally my first game on the new set ever. And here, I don't believe it's this round. No. But one thing I will definitely give you a tip on is build your blasters. I did run that earlier on in the game. Obviously, this video started off a little bit later in. But early game, I did run a Lucian to go along with the Kog'Maw for Brawler. Or for Blaster, so we had Battlecast Blaster because we also had Alawi in. So, you know, you always just want to keep an eye on those units. And later on in this game, we're actually going to make use of this Jinx. We're not going to pick one up here, but we will later. And that will give us a Blaster buff to really seal the deal, take the victory. So right now we've got Nico's, we've got a tier. Want to give tier to URGOT. The reason for that is you just really want him pumping out that ult. So whether that's Seraphs, or I believe we are going to give him... we're going to see the name here in just a second. BF Sword and tier. Gwynsu's Blade. I normally love running it on Ashe for snipers, just because pumping out that CC with that ult, super OP. But we're going to drop that on him, just really just get as much out of that as we can. I believe this is the round where we actually lose our win streak, which sucks, but I mean, yeah, because he's got Paragon online now. So now we have to work to be ready for that. See, Teemo's doing 370, 140, 160, like 294, 300. He's just pumping out damage with those, with his ult. And see, the great thing about URGOT is it doesn't matter what items someone has, he will just completely annihilate them. And this is going to be super crucial for us later on. So right now we've got 4 XP, little guys. We've got Gnar, we're almost at 2, or almost at tier 2. And Gnar, honestly, so he was in... I don't believe it was Rise to the Elements, or it was in the first set. I don't remember. But Gnar was super OP back then, and honestly, like, he is still super OP today. I mean, it's Gnar, dude. Like, the health increase, it's busted. Just quickly, I will give you guys quick notes on Gnar. Yeah, he leaps while in Mega Gnar. Gnar's melee and gains 750 health standard and then 1250 at tier 2. That's pretty busted. But I mean, as you guys can see, like, this guy's Ari was doing 4,300 damage. Cassie's doing 210, like 2,100. But just true damage OP with Paragon. So Paragon is going to be super broken in this new set. Like, Janna, bro, you get the knockups, you get the true damage. It's a win-win situation, right? So we're going to be rotating into this next round. We're not looking for 9 here, but we are going to slam Nico's, I believe. No, we're not. We're not going to slam Nico's yet. That's only tier 2. Alright, but you know, we want to kind of keep everyone separated. We want to make sure we've got the solid front line. Bard's on the sign. Bard's real job right now is just to stay alive long enough to give us plenty of XP wisps, so, you know, we can hit 9 before everyone else in the lobby. So, for example, keep an eye on Bard this game. That's 1. So basically, like, 2 hits for a wisp, roughly, is what it looks like. 2 hits, that's 2. Now keep an eye on URGOT right here. Look, 3 items. These skulls, gone. 2,000 true damage. You can't do anything against that. Gwynsu's on the URGOT, he's just dishing it out, dude. He's just dishing it out. 4,500 true damage, or 4,500 damage from Kog'Maw alone. 3,700 from Teemo. Right here, so, okay, so that's how I did it. I misspoke earlier when I said, or no, I didn't say it yet. The way we get Protector in this game, so normally I do not actually know what you would want to run. I mean, you could run any Protector, to be honest. But for this, I mean, there was a free gold spatula Protector item, you know. We're going to totally make use of that. We are going to slam that on Wukong. So basically when he goes in, spins, he has more sustain. Yeah, so Protector's chest guard is going to go on Wukong right here. Give him the extra health to be tanky frontline. He's already got the armor from Vanguard. And now URGOT as well is super crucial, because now every time he ults, he also gets that shield. And that's super important because it just gives him more sustain, keeps him alive longer. And yeah, like, that's really the point of the game. With an URGOT build, you just want to be shooting out those ults, and you just want to be capitalizing and just destroying your team as quick as possible. Look! 3 items! 2,000! It's just done. It's disgusting. Like, URGOT is so OP. And look how quick he's spitting out these ults. Look, he's already got another one right here. Watch, he's gonna grab TF. Look, 3 items, Locket, Morel Nomicon, like Zeke's, you're gone. Like, there's nothing you can do. URGOT goes nom nom nom, like, come on. So, right here, we're 1 away. We're gonna sell that. We've got 9 now. Gonna drop Teemo in. I believe, I don't do it here, but because we are at 9 now, there really isn't a purpose to have Bard in. And so that's a disclaimer for you guys. If you are running Bard in Galaxies set 2, 3.5, it's got so many names, 10.12. Basically, once you hit 9, get rid of Bard. He's great, but he doesn't do the damage. You don't need the XP anymore. As you can see, we're against first place, or second place now, and we are going to destroy him. Like, Paragon really can't do anything against it now. Teemo's dishing out the damage. URGOT's just destroy. Like, look at that shield from the ult. Come on. Battlecast Protector really is OP. Get the heal. It's you can't do anything against it right now. Look, 7 XP. 7 XP, that's beautiful. We're gonna get rid of that, pick up this Teemo. And now, we really want to keep Cass. Yeah, so Cass is in for the Mystic buff with Bard. You could swap her, when you get rid of Bard, you could swap her out for a different Battlecast. Your choice. But I like Cass because the Venom is pretty solid, especially for late game. If you can get her ult off a few times, you just keep them hurting. That was OP. I honestly didn't remember that. But like, that just did 6,000 true damage to Kayn. Like, you can just completely wipe the floor. And you know what's better than wiping floor? Ready? Ready? Are you ready? We're gonna take this here. Wait. Wait for it. Patience. Patience, Iago. Ignore that. But we're gonna slam this Neko's and get a tier 3 Teemo. I'm just saying. Okay, so right there, every time he drops those satellites, that's doing 600 magical damage. That is stupid. It's a knockdown and a slow. You've also got the mana regen from Astro buff. I believe I will pick up the damage chart, pull it out here shortly, just to really see how much Teemo has done, but it is stupid. So look, Teemo, 919. Okay, I mean, come on, URGOT's OP, Gnar's OP, but Teemo. So we're actually gonna swap Gnar in now. So, or not swap him in, but get tier 2. We're gonna drop that, and now Gnar's just gonna really help hard carry this game. He's just got a really solid front. I mean, his ult, especially tier 2, that puts him at 1250 additional health and 175 attack damage. That's pretty solid if you ask me. You know, we've got Zeke's on Nautilus, so we're kind of just going to want to take care of that attack damage. Give it to Gnar. We'll give it to URGOT. Make sure he can just proc his ult as much as possible. Look, like 3 seconds in, 4 seconds in. Pull. Deleted. Keep URGOT alive. The front line. Gnar is soaking up the damage. Nautilus is soaking up the damage. URGOT. Chain the Ahri. Get rid of her. No more true damage. Oh. Syndra? Or, Janna? Get rid of her. You don't need those tornadoes in your life. It's really quite simple. And I believe this is where we're actually going to do it. Right here. As if this comp wasn't busted already. Right? What we are going to do is, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to pick up this Jinx. Blaster buff, always a favorite. You know, you can't go wrong with it. And we are going to first move everyone to the right side of the map a little bit more, just because they are positioned top left. I guess we're not going to do it this round, but next round, we're picking up Jinx and we're going to swap her in with Bard. Why? We got to get that Blasters online for Kog'Maw. He's got 2 items. Jinx is also super OP. You gotta make use of it. So Nautilus is doing work with the Protector, or Wukong. Gnar is going in destroying the back line. Bard's just doing his thing. And you know what's another ult? What's another ult from the big bad URGOT? You know, just drag her in. Frozen Heart, nothing. Bye-bye. Like, honestly, I could have gotten, if I planned it earlier, I definitely could have had like tier 2 or possibly tier 3 Jinx. I don't think I could have gotten tier 3, but tier 2 definitely. Right here, you know, we're going to pick up Warmogs, just get a little bit beefier, make sure we can survive everything coming at us. I don't actually remember who we drop it on. Let's find out. I believe Wukong. I always love dropping it on Wukong. Wukong and Jace are my two favorite Vanguards. Oh yeah, so see, we drop Ezreal in for the buff, but then we're like, yo, Jinx is the thing. Let's throw Jinx in. We get Warmogs. We're going to give it to Wukong. Because Wukong, if you can keep him sustained long enough, the knockup comes in clutch. And it'll carry you in times where you're like, oh, it's really close, and who's going to win? And he'll just knock everyone up. He'll give you that extra second or two to really take advantage of the situation and do that damage. So as you can see, Bramble Vest, Alawi's putting in the work. Bramble Vest, Dragon's Claw, negating all that damage, giving solid reductions. We've got 6 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys still on the field as we take in that first place. Guys, I hope you guys enjoy 10.12. Hope you enjoy TFT. Thanks for watching if you enjoyed. Let me know what comps you want to run in the comments, which are in the bottom. And let me know if there's any other videos you guys want to watch. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shadow out.